Nothing ever comes easy. They told me it was just a dream, but I'ma prove 'em wrong.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I haven't done a talking video. That's a lie. My workout video was literally a talking video, but I'm back for a discussion video. So as you probably saw in the title, this video is about teaching during a pandemic. Now for those of you that do not know, I am a teacher technically. So I'm a college counselor. This is my second year as a college counselor, or should I say like my first year as like a real college counselor. My first year, last year, I was an assistant college counselor just to like learn the ropes of everything, and now this is my first year like I'm the only college counselor in the room. So that's really big for me. So I'm a college counselor at a all boys high school, Urban Prep Bronzeville. If y'all do not know, I am from the Bronzeville neighborhood. So I'm giving back to my community, if you want to call it that. So yeah, so I'm a college counselor and school starts Tuesday of next week. I kind of just wanted to just get my thoughts out and just kind of some of the things that I'm doing this year to get me through this year as a college counselor during a pandemic, because like that in itself is just crazy. So when I first thought of COVID coming at the end of last year, it completely messed up a lot of stuff for my last year's seniors. They lost all their senior, or not lost, but like they weren't able to do a lot of their senior activities, which was kind of a bummer for them, because you know, like it's their last year. They put in all this hard work all 4 years, and here it is, and now they can't do certain things, right? It was super crazy with getting them all enrolled into college, because colleges were just unorganized. And so it's just like, as a college counselor, like you learn that you're kind of on everybody else's time. See, whereas you're a teacher, it's just you and your class. Like you can do whatever you want, and nothing, no outside fact, like you don't have to worry about anybody else having an effect on your class. But me as a college counselor, right, I have relationships with colleges, and so I have to do a lot of reaching out to outside sources to make sure that my class is successful. And since the colleges weren't together, which is like, you would think that higher education, like they would be on point, but they weren't. So it was just a lot of back and forth, and like time was just like passing, where it'd be like, okay, well, like come on, like my kid's trying to get enrolled and y'all over there playing. Like we don't have time for that. Like we have to get this stuff done. So the end of last year was pretty crazy with getting them enrolled. Luckily, we were able to get most of them enrolled into college, and then the ones that weren't enrolled, like they did have a plan in place. So either they are just gonna work, which is completely fine, because who wants to do virtual freshman year? Like no, who wants to? Nobody does that. You go away, you want to go away to college because it's college and you're like not at home anymore, right? And it's supposed to be different than high school. Like why would you want to do that why would you want to do college virtually, right, for your first year? So yeah, they're either working or they decided to just do like a 2-year, which is fine as well, because you might as well just do a city college anyway in Chicago, since all the classes are going to be virtually anyway. And so you don't have to waste your time with going away and not being able to get the full freshman experience. So that was last year. This past summer, I had a lot of still finalizing the past seniors, but you know, it's a new year. So we have, you know, the previous juniors that are now seniors transitioning. And so pretty much over the summer, I just did like a lot of like pre-work with a lot, or like not a lot, but like a good amount of incoming seniors, because I did not want to come into this new year starting things off and just like already feeling like I'm already behind. So like I did a lot of work over the summer with them, and I'm just like so grateful that these kids are like willing to even do anything over the summer, because you know, like summer is summer break, right? But I feel like in this case, since they've been out of school since March, like they didn't really mind having to come in during the summer, because it's like, well, I've been at home anyway and I'm bored and I'm ready to do stuff, right? So I'm so grateful for that. So I was able to get some stuff done over the summer, and now here we are, school year is about to start. Now my first thoughts with COVID even happening within the high school setting, because we already know in the college setting people have been talking about that all the time, but I think within like what I do now, so as a college counselor and just in a high school of all black, all boys, at first I was really scared, because the first thing that came to mind was like, well, I know right off the bat, just from like conversations from certain students, their home life is not it, right? Their home life is not it. So them being at home all day every day is it's gonna probably be not the best thing for them, right? And yes, you have like counselors and things, personal counselors at the school to help with that, but it's also just now you don't have an outlet to like leave home and just stop thinking about home life for a minute, right? Because you're always at home now. Another thing I thought about was one thing that urban prep does really, really well, and like all the teachers and everything will say this, is the relationships that they have with each other, but also the relationships that the teachers have with the students. We do really, really good with that. Like our school culture is like so like a thing that like without it, it's like, how can you be urban prep? So like it's just amazing because like I built all these relationships with these, you know, juniors last year, and then like a lot of that, you know, kind of got lost at the end of the school year and then moving into the summer, right? And so now it's, you know, the beginning of the next school year, and it's like I was able to talk to some of the incoming seniors, but not all of them. So like the ones that I wasn't able to talk to over the summer, it was like, well, now I have to like rebuild that trust, and like, or I guess not rebuild the trust, because like they still know me, but it's just like I have to rebuild like all that, like my classroom culture and all that. And then also like they're not seeing their friends. Like school, you come to school to see like your friends and things like that, and like you being at home, like yeah, you might have a couple people in numbers, but like y'all, they don't really talk to each other outside of school. And I didn't notice that until I started asking around, like, oh, do you still keep in contact with them? They were like, oh, kind of, but not really. But like they were really like getting close to each other and just really like having that communication in school. And if you're not in school, how are you doing that, right? So those are kind of like the main two things I thought about. And then like the last thing obviously I thought about was just like how they're gonna have access to this information. I'm glad that CPS was able to give Chromebook to most of the students if they were in need of it. And I believe they like tried to have like access points for those that also don't have internet, but I don't know, like y'all know like Wi-Fi is sometimes spotty. So like just thinking about that is just like like they might still have to travel outside of their house, which is, you know, not safe. So it's like I don't know how that's gonna go. And just I know if I was a high school senior and I had to do class virtually every day, all day, I would be like, you know what, this is boring. Like it's something about what you do in the classroom that is just amazing that you just can't do virtually. And that sucks because a lot of these kids, right, school might like, they might say like school might not be for them, but like now like school is like really not going to be for them because they're doing it virtually, right? And like the one thing with urban prep, it was that we were able to keep our kids engaged. Like even though like they did not like school, they didn't want to be there, they still like were able to be engaged in activities throughout the day. So those are my thoughts, those are my worries at first. But recently we just had like our 3-week institute staff training weeks just to prepare for this upcoming school year in the, you know, situation that we're in with COVID. And I think after these 3 weeks of training and just like really talking to all the staff and just getting everybody's ideas, I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be okay because us as a staff, like as a whole, like we're like really, really smart and like really, or should I say really, really smart in like different areas. And when we all come together, we're just able to like kill it like straight off the bat. So I'm really excited now for this school year. I think my role is like really, really unique because a lot of the kids already know me from last year. So like they know like my work ethic, they know kind of what like I'm expected of them. Like I'm a really laid back person, and like all I ask is like literally like just do your work. Like just do your work, just do what I have for you to do, because obviously it's important, and then everything after that we just cool, you know. Like, and I think like my like personality helps with that. So like I'm gonna try to make this as least stressful as possible. So yeah, I'm really excited for this year, and I think that with me being a very, very organized person, I will be able to have, like if I'm organized, that will make it easier for them and they'll be willing and ready to be organized, and like we should have a smooth year. Things are still crazy because it's just a lot of on other people's times, right? You're on teachers' times for recommendation. You're on college people time for getting decisions back. And so like I might be super, super organized, have everything together, but other people might not. And so like that's gonna be a lot of stress on me, but I'm not gonna think about it in that way because I'm like, I am a very, very positive person and I always see the good in things. So we're just gonna go with it and hope for the best. Now, I don't know about any of you guys, but if any of you guys are also teachers or just in the education space, like if you guys have any like routines or strategies that you have for this year, go ahead and comment below. Like We can brainstorm, give each other ideas, you know. But if you're a teacher or someone in the education space that is still kind of worried and just like really want, you know, to get their feelings out and all that stuff, you can do that too. You can do that too. Yeah, I didn't want to make this a super duper long video. I just really wanted to talk about this topic because I am in the education space and this is a really difficult time, and just education is already a really complicated, difficult space in itself. So just adding a pandemic on top of that just made it even worse. But yeah, so I'm open to anything. I'm gonna end it right here. Also, I'm sorry y'all, I know I keep coming on this camera looking bogus, and I know y'all probably tired of seeing me looking bogus, okay? But let me just tell y'all, I don't be trying to do my hair. I be at home. I don't really be leaving like that. So like I'll be like, I could probably go another week. I just don't be feeling like doing it. You know, I barely get dressed. Like I literally put a t-shirt on and call it a day. Like I just don't, okay? But don't worry, in the videos to come, we gonna try to get better. We gonna try to do our hair, and we gonna try to get on camera looking right, okay? But today was just not that day, so I'm sorry. I apologize. And if I'm not there in the other, well, no, I apologize for the previous videos that I was looking like trash, and I apologize in advance for the future videos that I might be looking like trash, because y'all, this COVID really just be having me not wanting to get ready, okay? So I'm gonna end it on that. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up, share it with all your friends, and of course subscribe. We always have great content over here, and it's obviously more and more great content to come. I literally, like I said in my last video, or my workout video, I planned out the entire month of September, so we already know what videos are coming out every week. I know, but you don't, so you have to subscribe so you know, and you get them notifications. So hit the notification bell so you get notified when I post, y'all. I don't want y'all to be missing nothing, okay? But yeah, I'm just gonna end this video. All right, see y'all in my next one. Bye.